Yep. Good evening, everyone. Right. So before starting with this React course, first I will give you an overview of what we are going to discuss here. Actually, generally, React JS means directly only the concept of React JS is delivered. But in this session, we are planning both advanced JavaScript and React. So here what we are going to do is we will learn some advanced JavaScript. I will give a fast overview of basic JavaScript and we will detailedly discuss about some advanced features of JavaScript. And after knowing those advanced JavaScript concepts, we will start working with the React. So this course is related to React. This is React course, but initially we will have some JavaScript concepts also completely discussed. Because the prerequisite for this course is you must have good knowledge of, generally to learn this course, you must have knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. I hope everyone is good in HTML and CSS. Because React is not for anybody who don't have any awareness on HTML. Minimum skills are required in HTML and CSS. Then JavaScript is important. It is mandatory that in order to learn React, you need to have JavaScript as knowledge. Even you don't have JavaScript, you have to learn JavaScript. So if you are planning for React and you have little idea on JavaScript, that's okay. Because in this class, I will give you some detailed JavaScript related concepts. Remember, we will discuss only the JavaScript which is needed for our React. First, we will completely discuss the JavaScript features which we need for React. After that, we will start using React. We will work with React. So in this course, we have two topics, JavaScript, React, and we will discuss one more TypeScript also. Because these days in companies, instead of JavaScript, many projects are using TypeScript. And companies are specially asking for React with TypeScript. So TypeScript is one language that you have to learn that I will discuss here. That means JavaScript, TypeScript, and React. But first, we will not directly jump into TypeScript. First, we will learn JavaScript. After that, I will give you complete about React. You will learn complete React with JavaScript. After you are good with React, now you will learn TypeScript as a language and you can learn how to build application of React using TypeScript also. So what is the order of our learning is actually we will learn advanced JavaScript here first. After learning advanced JavaScript, we will go into React. After learning complete React, I will teach you about TypeScript. And then we will learn how to use React with TypeScript. Above, we will use React with what? JavaScript. This is the complete course. And to finish all these concepts, it will take 2 months of time. So the duration of this course is 2 months. Because actually only to deal with React, 1 month is enough. You can easily understand and handle React. But here we are including JavaScript advanced. Because without JavaScript knowledge, you cannot crack React interviews. So out of 100, 40% of React interviews questions will be on JavaScript only. Because what is React, I will tell you, we will discuss. Because React is a JavaScript library. In that case, majority of questions will be related to JavaScript, and you cannot crack interviews if you are not good in JavaScript. So we will learn all these concepts. So it will take complete 2 months of time. And we are going to learn the version we are going to learn React is, we are going to learn React 18. React 18, which is the latest stable version of React. But companies may not be still using React 18. Several companies are still working with older versions. So we will learn latest version, and we will also discuss what is difference in old versions, so that you will learn 18, but you may not get a chance to work with directly latest version in all projects, because companies still using older versions only. So we will have knowledge of 18, which is advanced, and we will discuss how it is different from old version, so that you can handle both older version as well as the new version. You can handle both. But our main concentration, so complete, will be on React 18. And another very important thing you need to know is, many times people have a doubt like what topics we discuss in React. All the concepts that are required for React in real-time development, everything we will discuss from basic level to advanced, everything. So we will learn React in such a way that at any experience level, you must able to crack React interviews at any experience level. As a fresher or 5-10 years experience you are showing, and you are expecting questions, we will discuss React at that level. So some basic to expert level we will discuss. So here we will discuss all topics. Some highlights I will give you. Detailed topics, we will send you an email to you, right? Details topics, we will send an email. In that you will see all the course content. That means the complete course content, what topics you are going to learn, everything, we will send an email, you will get it. Okay. And in React, actually, React 18, and some highlights I will tell. We will learn about Redux, which is very popularly asked. React with Redux. And we will discuss about some React related mobile framework like React Native. We will also discuss about React Native. Actually, React Native is related to mobile frameworks. It is related to mobile frameworks. So our main concept is React, but in companies they ask React and Redux libraries knowledge, React Native like knowledge. So you will learn about these also. So we will discuss all are whatever required for real-time development you will learn. So many times, because people have doubt like, will you cover this topic, right? All the topics of React are covered here, right? We will discuss everything. Detailed course content once you get in email. In the next session, if you have any doubt on that course content, you can raise so that I can discuss about that. Okay. So once the course content comes to you and you see the course content, you have any doubt, any addition to that, we will discuss on that, right? So these are all the concepts you are going to learn. So this course is about advanced JavaScript, React, TypeScript, and TypeScript using React, JavaScript using React. Both options you will learn. Okay. Hope you are clear. And what are the prerequisites for this? You must have good knowledge of HTML. HTML, CSS, this is the basic knowledge. I hope you all people are aware of that. Now we will first discuss some technical concept level by level. First thing you need to understand is what is React. First thing you need to understand what is React. Architecturally, we will see later. First, I will give you idea about this technology, right? What is React? First question everyone gets is what is this React? How do I pronounce this? React or React JS? Anything is okay. You can call it as React JS or you can call it as just React. So both are same. But actually Angular JS are different. Angular is different. Angular JS is different. So Angular JS is different from Angular. That is the reason sometimes people have doubt like is React JS both are same or different? Because Angular JS is different, Angular is different. But here React JS or React both are same, right? So that means you say React or you say React JS. Technically, what is React JS is, first point you should know that it is a JavaScript library. It is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. In simple terms, React is a JavaScript library for building user interface. Suppose you are developing a website or a web application, anything you are developing, and you want very good user interface, then this library is good. That means React JS is a library which is very good for building effective user interfaces. It is very good for building effective user interface. So now doubt will come like before React, how we were doing, right? Is only React is good for building effective user interfaces? What is the importance of React? These all things we will discuss now. We will see that. First point, if anyone asks what is React JS? So in simple terms, it is a JavaScript library used by web developers to build effective user interfaces. That is what actually officially React JS also tells. It is a JavaScript library for building user interface. This is officially from React. React officially says that it is a library, because sometimes people have a little confusion, like somebody tells you that React is a framework. That is wrong. React is not a framework. React is not a framework. Framework is different, library is different. That difference I will explain. I will explain the difference, right? So React is not a framework. So if anyone anywhere says React is a framework, that's not good idea, right? But why sometimes people React framework? Because actually React internally uses some frameworks. React can internally use some frameworks. That may be their idea of telling about React, but officially React is not a framework. React is officially a library. What is difference between library and framework? I will explain now. We will discuss that point. Okay. Actually, this is the key point. First thing, I hope you are clear in this. What is the purpose of React? The purpose of React is to build effective user interfaces. Now the question here is, why we need React? Why React? To build interfaces, why we need React? In order to understand this concept, you need to know some key questions also, like why we need React and how it will help us to build effective interfaces. For that, we need to know some questions here. That means to get back to this question, some more points you need to understand. The question is here, what are the challenges? So what are the challenges in modern web development? What are the challenges in modern web development? If you know answer for this, then you can get an answer for why do you need a React library? Why do you need React library? Right? What are the challenges in modern web development? What are the challenges in modern web development? Because we are building applications for web from several years. I hope you all people know. So web started in early 1990s. Tim Berners-Lee introduced the concept of web. So web started in early 1990s. From 1990s, we are building applications for web. Then suddenly, why we need technologies like React, Angular, Vue, Knockout.js, so which companies are currently using? Why suddenly we need this? Because earlier we don't have them. So we were building applications for web. Earlier we don't have technologies like React and Angular. Suddenly why they are trending? Why you need to learn them? That means you need to understand what are the challenges in modern web development. Challenges in modern web development actually is in the current generation, in the current generation, 90% users are using web, they are using web. So with the help of smart devices, will you agree? Right? That means 90% of users who are using web, who are using internet, they are using everything from smart devices. Smart devices, that means they are using small tabs or mobile like devices. That means earlier the development is not like earlier. Development is not like earlier. That means earlier the generation was not on smart devices. Now the current generation is using lot of smart devices. So what is the problem we are facing as a developer? What is the major issue that we are facing as a developer? Let's see. Actually, 90% people are using smart devices, but what is the problem is? The problem is traditional web applications, traditional web applications have issues with modern devices. They have issues with modern devices. Traditional web applications have some issues with modern devices. What are the issues are? First important issue is, one of the main challenge that we are facing as a developer is, first challenge is unified user experience. This is the first challenge for modern web developers. Unified user experience. What is meant by unified user experience? I will explain that point. Let's see. So for example, the first important issue is unified experience. For example, suppose we are having some website, let's take like YouTube. So we have something like YouTube. Now this YouTube, we are watching on this YouTube, we are watching on a PC. That means we are watching the YouTube on PC like device, and we are watching on mobile. So we are watching YouTube on PC and mobile like devices. Now what is the issue here is, mobile is a device which is having less bandwidth. Mobile usually have less bandwidth. Mobiles usually have a less bandwidth. Now what happens is the YouTube that we designed, it is able to reach this PC easily. Everybody can easily watch on PC because it is having more bandwidth and it can display every content perfectly. But when it is coming to mobile like device, mobile is having less bandwidth and YouTube is unable to fit onto mobile. Then what YouTube people started doing is, when people started using smart devices, what these people done is, YouTube, Facebook, all these people, they started optimize optimizing their application. Optimizing means what? They will compress and they will send that to mobile like devices. Optimizing means they are compressing, making it compact and sending to mobile like devices. That means you might have observed, I am talking about the situation before YouTube app came. Have you used YouTube on mobile browsers? I hope you know mobile browsers like Opera Mini in the beginning days of smartphones. I am talking about the situation. So we don't have a Facebook app, we don't have a YouTube app, but we used to use Facebook, YouTube on our mobile browsers. Do you have that experience? Right? Then you know this point. Actually, we used to have youtube.com, youtube.com. And when it comes to mobile, they send a compressed one, m.youtube.com. Have you seen this? m.youtube.com. It is compact for mobile. That means for mobile, they optimize the application and they send that optimized application. Optimizing means compressing. Now, when they compress and send that application to mobile like device, what is the problem? Problem is some features are missing. Some features are missing. That means the options that we can see while using a website on PC, some of those options are missing when I watch the same on my mobile. For example, you have MS Office in PC and MS Office in your mobile also. You know, you have MS Word, PowerPoint in mobiles also. Both are same? Both are not same. In PC, the MS Word that you are using will have hundreds of options, but on mobile, it is compact. Some options are not available. That means when a application comes to smart devices, that application is not having the same features how it is having on a PC. This is a drawback. This is an issue. Now, what is developer's responsibility is to give a unified experience. Unified experience means how a application is working on PC, what options it is having on PC, the same experience should be on mobile. There should not be any difference. That means earlier, few years back, if an option is not there on mobile and we ask them why this option is not there, they will say that because you are using mobile, this option is not available. Now, this should not be the answer. That means now an application should be designed in such a way that it will have same experience across any device. How you access and what features you use access in a PC, the same should be on a mobile. This concept is called unified user experience. Unified user experience. Unified user experience means an application must have same experience across all devices. Understood? That means even users must get access to everything. There should not be any differentiation, like on PC it is looking and it is working and it is having different features, on mobile it is having different features. It should not be like that. For example, now sometimes if I want such same experience, then usually they ask like, uh, can I build a mobile app for you? Because you are saying that you will watch on mobile, I will build a mobile app for you. Then the client says that no, I don't want a mobile app, because mobile app means again issues will be Android app, iOS app. I don't want a mobile app. I want an web application only, but it should work everywhere. That means, if do you want a mobile app? No, I don't want mobile app, because mobile app is again having issues with OS, Android apps, iOS apps. So we want a web application must have same experience across every device. This concept is called as unified user experience. Now, developing an application with such unified experience is not an easy job for developer. That is not an easy job for developer, because lot of technology is required, lot of concept is required to build an application like that. That is not easy. It may look easy for hearing the concept, but it is a toughest thing to handle. That means developing an application in such a way that it will fit everywhere is not an easy job. Lot of challenges are there. So this is one of the major problem the current generation developers are facing. That means if anybody comes to us and asks us to develop an app, right? Then we will ask him, they want to develop an app. We will ask him, how you want an app? He will, everybody these days says that I want app in such a way that it should work on my mobile also. It should fit on mobile also easily. And we ask, do you want a mobile app? He will say, no, I don't want a mobile app, but on mobile browsers also it should easily fit. So that is the one of the major challenge. Hope everyone understood. What is unified experience means? Unified experience means an application must have same experience across all devices. All devices. Now the question is how to do this, how we can achieve this, right? That is point. Second issue is fluid user experience. Another one of the major issue is fluid user experience. Fluid user experience means, for example, see, we are watching some Google. In Google, I am searching for some content, like I am searching for React. I am searching for React. Some results came. And some millions of results came. Millions of results came. Now I want to watch the next set of results. This is only first page. I want to watch the next set of results. Now what I am doing, I am scrolling down and I will go to this page. At the bottom, page numbers will be there. I need to click on the page number 2, 3, 4. Now imagine I am watching this on a mobile. Then how do I hit that page number? Small link. A very small link at the bottom. How do I hit that on mobile? That means we usually zoom that area. Am I right? You might have experienced even today, some websites when you are watching on mobile, you are unable to hit that button, then you zoomed it and clicked it. Have you done that? That is not good. That's not good. That means you cannot ask them to zoom and select option. That is not good. That means this is not having a good user experience. Now see, I will use the same. I will show you the same here. I will go to image search. When I go to image search, you can see it is showing millions of images there. Millions of images are there. But very important is all these images. So many images are there. But very important is now I scroll down, the next set of images will be loading. There will be nothing like next page or previous page. Everything comes on to one page. Am I right? This is called fluid user experience. This is called fluid user experience. That means user will not navigate from one page to another page. Everything comes onto that page. So that means you scroll up and down, you will get. For example, best examples of the technologies, the applications which are using React. Facebook is completely developed with React. Actually, React is a technology that belongs to Facebook. React is actually released and maintained by Facebook, Meta. React belongs to Facebook. Facebook is completely designed in React. Amazon is completely designed in React. Netflix is completely designed in React. These are the major customers. That means Instagram is completely designed in that. WhatsApp is using React. WhatsApp also Meta only. Right? You know, my WhatsApp also belong to same Facebook. Right? All these are React applications. And if you are using Facebook few years back, you might have observed while using Facebook, you scroll down, it will say next post, previous post. Am I right? Now scroll down, next post will be keep on loading. There is nothing like next page or previous page. That means now we have a fluid user experience. So achieving this kind of experience is also not an easy job. It is also not an easy job. This is also one of the biggest challenge for web developers. That means achieving unified experience, achieving fluid experience, this all requires good technology to implement. I will discuss about those things. So what is fluid experience? Fluid experience means user stays on one page. User stays on one page and can get access to everything. Gets access to everything onto the page. So this is another major concept, fluid user experience. That means user will not navigate from one page to another page. User will stay on one page and everything comes into that page. That is fluid experience. So one challenge is unified, another challenge is fluid. So another important challenge is loosely coupled and extensible. Loosely coupled and extensible. This is another challenge. Loosely coupled extensible is nothing but, for example, another major challenge is this. Suppose we built an application. Suppose this is a bank application. In this bank application, we have some personal banking like NRI banking like services. We given this application to client. That means client installed this application. So client installed the application on his device. That means on his device, he installed this application. This bank application is installed on his device and he is using that application. So here I will select this here. They installed this application and they are using this application. Now, after few days or few months, I want to add a new feature into this application. I want to add some loans, some new feature into this application. Now, how you will send this to the person who is already using it? That means now first point is, will you ask the user to stop using the existing application and ask him to install another version where you added the new feature? Will you develop a new version? We will develop a new version. Will you ask him to stop using the existing application and install the new version? No, that is not good idea. That means you cannot say that stop using for every few days, uninstall, install. That's not the point. So then what we have to do is, we have to develop this module, this loans module we have to develop remotely from application. Outside the application, we need to build this. After that, we will take some idle time from them. That means they left their mobile for few seconds idle. Then what we will do is, we will push this feature into this existing application. We will push this feature into that existing application. That means we developed it separately, and whenever his application is idle, then we will push that new feature into that application. Now, what is the challenge here is, when you push new features into that application, this application may lead to catastrophic failures. Catastrophic failures means you developed a feature outside it, and now integrating into it, it may cause an effect on existing functionality. That is not easy. That is not easy. It leads to total failure of app. That means now we need to develop an app in such a way that it should able to plug in any new feature easily, and it should work without any issues. This is not easy. This is not an easy thing to do. It is a very challenging one for developers. That means developing an app in such a way that it is ready to take the new features and it will not fail. You might have seen, sometimes you are using Windows updates will come. Am I right? Windows updates will come. You will install Windows updates. After installing Windows updates, something not working properly. Previously it was working fine, something not working properly. Some app failed, some app is not working. Have you faced such issues? Right? That is not good. That is not good. That means you added new feature and it is causing effect on existing application. That's not good. That means even Windows like people, Microsoft like people are facing this kind of issue. That means it may affect sometimes, it may not, it may have some issues sometimes. Then they will say that uninstall the latest updates, restore, right? This is not an easy thing. And this is called as loosely coupled and extensible. Loosely coupled and extensible means it is an architecture maintained for app, so that new features are pushed in and those new features will function perfectly without affecting existing functionality. This is not easy. This is also a bigger challenge for developers. So what is loosely coupled? Loosely coupled extensible means you can build features remotely. You can build the features remotely and push the new features. You push the new features into existing app. If push the new features into existing app without without having catastrophic failures. So without having, catastrophic failures, without having catastrophic failures. That is one of the challenge for development. So unified experience, fluid experience, loosely coupled and extensible. Another one more challenge is simplified deployment. Simplified deployment. Simplified deployment means an app should be in such a way that you can easily install and use it. You might have seen earlier, even today, sometimes you will face that. Suppose you installed an application. After installing an application in your laptop or somewhere, it will ask restart the device. Am I right? Why to restart a device after installing an app? What is the technical reason behind it? The technical reason is nothing but actually your operating system will have a concept called registry. Operating system will have a registry. In that registry, what apps are defined? Only those apps your operating system can launch. And that registry cannot be updated when an operating system is running. That means you installed a new app. That new app related information is not sent into the registry of operating system. So app is installed, but it is not ready to use. Now, when you restart the computer, so when you restart the computer, what will happen? At the time of restarting the computer, the new files are added into registry. Whatever the new software you installed, those new software related files are added into registry. Now, after restart, your new features are available. But you might have observed that in mobile, you will install so many apps and directly you will start using them. Until or unless you install updates of OS, you will never restart your device. What do you think? It is an easy thing to go into registry of an operating system without restarting. That is very bigger challenge. These all things may look simple for you, but technically these are very bigger issues. These are not simple, silly points. That these are very big challenge for developers. So these are some of the major challenges that we are facing in the modern generation. I hope you understood all this. So what is unified experience? Unified experience means an application must have same experience across any device. What is fluid experience? Fluid experience means user will stay on only one page and can access everything onto the page. What is loosely coupled extensible? Without disturbing the existing application, we must able to add the new features into that application without leading to catastrophic failures. And simplified deployment means single step installation and opening the application. Right? Earlier, you might have seen installing an app means next. A wizard will come. These days, only 2 steps: install, open. On mobile, you will see everything in the same way: install, open. No need to even restart the device. It is ready to use. These are all some of the challenges now. Now, the question here is, you understood the challenges. Now, what is solution? What is the solution for all this? how I can achieve unified experience, how I can achieve fluid experience, how I can achieve loosely coupled extensible. What is the solution? Solution is actually, the solution is better build, SPA, single page applications, better build single page applications, or you can say PWA, progressive web applications. Single page applications or PWA, this is progressive web application. Better build single page application or progressive web applications. What is a progressive? I will tell you. Progressive web applications. This is the solution. Now the question here is, what is this single page application? Is it anything new concept? It is not a new concept. It is already there from several years. Only the point is we were not much concentrating on that and we were not much interested on that. But now it is mandatory. That is the reason we are learning it. So single page application is not a new concept. Single page application is already there from several years. The world's first single page application is Twitter. Twitter. You know Twitter, right? Twitter is there before React, Angular like technologies are there. And Twitter is the world's first single page application. That means this is not new. Just like you see, one of the most trending languages and courses in the current is Python. Python is a very old 1970s language. Now why it is trending now? All these days Python is sleeping up. All these days Python is sleeping, suddenly it wake up. From 1 year back onwards, now all the Python snakes are waking up. What is this? That means actually the point is this concept is there, but our developers are not interested in that. We were not much interested in that because there is no necessity of that. But now the situation changed in such a way that we need to achieve that. And for that, the best suitable one is the old concept. And that is the reason now people are going into the old mechanism of handling the situation. That is good for the even current generation also. That's the reason they are going with that. So in the same way, single page applications are not new. They are there from several years. But our developers are not interested because nobody knows about them. Nobody wants them. Because majority of people were using everything on their desktops, laptops. Then they don't have these kind of issues. That is the reason people even don't know that there were single page applications at that time. So many are there actually. So what is the nature of single page application? Single page applications will provide all these facilities. That means single page applications will have unified experience. They will have fluid experience. They will use a loosely coupled architecture. And they will be very simplified in deployment. All these are available with single page applications. We have progressive web applications also. Progressive web applications also very much. Now the future is progressive web application. Now currently we are in the single page applications. Of course, little bit progressive also we are doing, but the future generation is about progressive web application. Progressive web application means, I will show you an example here. Progressive web application means, for example, Facebook is single page. Netflix, Facebook, so Instagram, all these are single page applications. Amazon, all these are single page applications, right? But here the point is, suppose I will show you here. What is a progressive web application? Suppose photopea.com. Actually, this is, I am opening something. This is actually Online Photoshop. This is online Photoshop. I am selecting a new project. You can see this is online Photoshop. It is online Photoshop. That means it will give me a feeling like I am using an app in my browser. It's not a website ordinary like. That means you see it is having so a brush. I can draw here using the brush. That means suppose you say we have the brush, we have the tools. You can see here all these tools are available. You can see brush, I can draw here. That means an app like experience inside browser. These are progressive web applications. These are progressive web applications. Mostly mobile like environment needs such things. That means even you open in a browser, it will give you a feeling like an app. These are progressive web application. That means it looks like an app inside browser. You know Photoshop, how it looks like, right? That means we are in the generation of single page applications and progress. Now, what is the solution is better build this. So without this traditional web applications have all the issues. Now we can better go with this type of application. Now the question is how to build single page applications. So that means we got a solution. Solution is you are saying that better build single page app. Now the question is how to build these single page apps. So now the question here is how to build single page application. Can I use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery to build single page applications? To build single page applications? Yes, we can. We can build single page application with JavaScript, jQuery also, right? That is a single page application. We can build single page application using JavaScript and jQuery. In that case, why we are not continuing with them? Why we are not continuing with JavaScript and jQuery? That means here, what are the issues? So issues with JavaScript and jQuery. What are the issues with JavaScript and jQuery is one of the major issue is JavaScript and jQuery uses lot of DOM manipulations. That means lot of references like get element by ID, reference by ID, reference by name. So it is lot of coding. That means heavy on application. It uses more memory, and they are legacy type. Legacy means it will load everything even to handle a single operation. Legacy means even to handle a small operation, it loads everything. In this current generation, we need modular type, not legacy type. Modular means only what is necessary for that situation should load, not everything. So JavaScript, jQuery have a lot of issues. So a lot of DOM manipulations, heavy on application, lot of coding, lot of memory issues, legacy type of libraries. These are all the problems with JavaScript and jQuery. So that is the reason. Now, what is the solution? That is the reason modern technologies are used. What are the modern technologies? We have Angular, we have React, we have like Vue, we have like Knockout.js, we have like Backbone, we have like Ember.js. So many are there. You may be thinking only React or Angular, but several companies are using so many other types of libraries. Actually, before Angular, React, we were using Knockout, Backbone, Ember. But actually, when we started first training on single page applications in the market, we started with Knockout.js. Knockout.js was initially used for building single page application, Knockout and Backbone. Even today, several companies are still using them. MNCs are using them. Still, the projects are in Knockout, Backbone we are using. At that time, we thought that Knockout.js will make a revolution in the market, because single page applications, people were just getting an awareness on that, and they were very much good interfaces. And we thought that it will make a very good trend in the market, but suddenly Angular React changed the market, because only the reason is the people behind them. Only the reason is the people behind them, not about all the abilities they have. Only the reason is people behind them, because Angular belongs to Google and React belongs to Facebook. This is only the trust they have, right? Still, large scale projects are still using Backbone, Ember, Vue.js. For example, you see, this is the Naukri site. Suppose I said full stack developer, because full stack developers are asked with so full stack Java developer, .NET developer. Suppose I search Knockout.js, you see here Knockout, Backbone like JS. You can see they are asking Knockout.js here. Full stack developer, this is Oracle. This is Oracle. They are asking Knockout.js. They are not asking React or Angular. And Oracle is not a small company, right? That means they are not asking for React. Here you can see they are asking for Knockout. Along with Angular.js, they are asking for Knockout. Knockout, Backbone, Ember, Vue, these all are there. Only the point is, out of all these are little good trending, right? Why trending? Because only the trust developers have is who is behind them, right? Who is behind them. That means, for example, just the concept is a toothpaste is released into market, and some toothpaste says that 500 grams, 1 rupee only. Will you buy the toothpaste? No. Why? 500 grams, only 1 rupee. If Colgate, Pepsodent, these people say that 500 grams, 1 rupee. Now you have confidence, right? Because who is behind them? Some reputed people are behind them. If any infection came by using that 1 rupee toothpaste, now you can get good money from those people if you claim on them, right? And somebody else you claim, they will say that we are not responsible for this, right? This is also the similar concept in software development, because we use a lot of third parties here. Why we use a lot of third parties? Because our technologies are not enough to fulfill everything. We need a lot of third parties. Then we trust the major people who can support us. That means these people have large communities. If you have any issue, they can easily support you. They can support your issues. That is only the reason. Otherwise, so many problems are there in Angular React. So many technical issues are there in Angular and React, which you will understand while learning it. They are not like these are the best in the world, so that you can learn only these, that is enough. They also have a lot of issues. We will discuss about the issues also, right? Now the point is to build single page applications, to build progressive web applications, we are using the technologies like Angular and React. Now here, I hope you understood this. Now the question here is, another question is, what is difference what is difference between Angular and React? Now, many times people have this doubt, like which one I have to learn? Is it Angular or React? It is not Angular or React. It is Angular and React. A web developer in the current generation must have knowledge of both, not either React or Angular. That is not a choice, right? You are a Java developer, .NET developer, PHP, Python, or ordinary full stack developer. Some projects may ask Angular, some projects may ask React. There is no choice like Angular or React. Fresher, anyone is okay. Because from a fresher, we just expect a good knowledge in a additional technology. But for experienced people, we expect both, compulsory. That means it is not choice. Like, for example, you see, just now I showed you, suppose in the Naukri site, we searched for Java full stack developer. We searched for Java full stack developer. Suppose Java developer, .NET developer, something. When we search for Java full stack developer, in some projects, they are asking for Angular. TCS is asking for Angular. And some projects, they are asking React. Both are Java developer only. So that means some are asking for Angular and some are asking for React. 10 to 14 years experience they need with React. And here you can see some are asking for React. Some you will see they will be asking both of them. That means they will be asking Angular, React, both of them. You can go through all the requirements you will get here. Some are asking for Angular and some are asking for React. And some, that means in that case, what is the choice for me? Is it Angular or React? I'm a Java developer. Some are asking Angular, some are asking React. That means you are not eligible for such projects which are using Angular because you learned React. And you are not suitable for certain projects where React is used if you learned Angular. So an experienced person should have knowledge of both in the current generation to survive. Because these days, for experienced people, software companies are grilling them, right? Like a barbecue, they are grilling these experienced people. For one person, they are giving two projects to handle. You might have heard from your friends, if any senior people are there these days, after this Corona finished, right? Now, what happened is all the experienced people are given with a lot of additional burden. Like you have to manage this project also. Not only one. That means he need to manage 2 projects at experience level. Then this is a very hectic concept. Very, very tough. But there is no chance. They have to. In that case, they have to be aware of all of them. They need to know Angular or React. It's not Angular or React. It is Angular and React for a web developer. Then what is difference between these two? It's very simple. Actually, Angular is a framework and React is a library. Detailed difference I will explain with an architecture concept later, later. Just overview I will tell you so that first you will understand the concept. Framework is responsible for building the application and controlling the application flow. You can do 2 things. You can build application, you can control the application flow. By using whom? Framework. Framework allows to build the application and control the application flow. But library is only for building, not controlling application flow. That means who is having large scope? Angular or React? Angular is having large scope. That means it can build application, it can control the application flow because it is a framework. So the lesser scope is React. But what happens is in some projects, already the flow is maintained. The flow is handled by other frameworks. That means in our Java, .NET and PHP, Python, other projects, already there are some frameworks working. Already there are some frameworks working and they are doing their job. What we want in those frameworks, only additionally extra interface we need to build. A very good additional interface we need to build. That means what is the job in that project? Only building effective user interfaces. Then in such projects, which one is better? React. React is better because already they are using certain frameworks. They are already having an application. They want to make the UI better. Now, if any project is looking for a complete framework in the front end also, then they will go with Angular. That means they are not depending on much framework server side. Front end only, they want to handle everything. Client side, server side, frameworks they want to manage, then it is for Angular. So that means where we need Angular, where we need React. If you are looking for an heavy application which can manage the flow and build the application and control its flow at client level, then better to go with Angular. Already everything is built, only the interfaces need to be effective, then better you go with React. That is the reason in a project, you may have to work with both also. That means certain modules we build in Angular and certain things we can build in React. Both can run side by side. We have certain applications also. That means, right, we both can run side by side. That means React and Angular can run in same project. Right? Such environment can be created, configured. That is the reason many companies ask both Angular and React is required. If the project is only one, what they should ask only one, either React or Angular. They are asking for both. That means they have such type of interface. So that is the reason it is not Angular or React. It is Angular and React, right? And if you want a good interface along with the flow of application to control client side, then you go with Angular. Only building interfaces means React, right? That is the difference. Technically, what is difference between framework and library, later you will see once you start using it, right? These are all the features. I hope you understood the point. The first thing is why we need React. So we need React for building what kind of applications? Single page applications and progressive web applications. Single page and progressive web application. Why we need? Because to overcome all these challenges. So the solution I explained and the options. Now we need to understand another feature is what are the key features of React. So what, because like React, so many libraries are there. Then why to choose React? Like React, there are so many libraries. Other JavaScript libraries, we have a library jQuery UI library is there. We have a jQuery UI library. So we have React library. We have so many libraries, RxJS library. We have Redux library. JavaScript libraries are so many. So as I already showed you, we have so many other libraries. Then what are the features of React? How React is having more features, advantages when compared to others. We will have to discuss React features and its drawbacks. What are the issues that we will see in tomorrow's session? Right, today this is enough. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss what are the features of React and what are the issues with React. After knowing that, we will not directly start React. First, we will start with JavaScript Advanced. After JavaScript Advanced, then we will go into React. But first, you need to understand what is React, why it is needed, how it works and all. Then we will start working with that. Okay. Then tomorrow we will discuss what are the features of React and what are the issues with React. And then we will start how to work with the projects using JavaScript. Okay, tomorrow I'll continue. And all these notes I will upload into a classroom. So a Google Classroom I will upload. You can get all these notes from that Google Classroom. Yep, I will share the just code with you. This is the classroom code. I am creating it. Yeah, this is the Google Classroom code. Here I will upload that. Right. That is the Google Classroom code here, right? I will upload the notes and you will, by tomorrow, you will get the current demo related video also there. We will post those video also, right? Demos related all videos day by day you will get here, right? Until the demos are going on, right? Then tomorrow we will continue, right? So tomorrow we will understand about the features. I hope you are clear with this, what we discussed today, right? Tomorrow we'll continue then, right? Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, Shravani, what is your doubt?
సార్ యాక్చువల్లీ నేను ఆల్రెడీ వర్క్ చేశాను సార్ 2 years. కాకపోతే సపోర్ట్ బేస్డ్ జాబ్ చేశాను
Okay,
HL7 మిర్త్ మీద.
okay,
బట్ నాకు దీని మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంది సార్, దాంట్లో గ్రోత్ కనపడలేదు. సో
okay.
ఇప్పుడు ఇమీడియట్ గా అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను HTML అది చేశాను సార్, ఇమీడియట్ గా నేను యాంగులర్ సైడ్ వెళ్ళినా రియాక్ట్ సైడ్ వెళ్ళినా
చెప్పాను కదా ఇప్పుడే జస్ట్ రియాక్ట్ మీరు